Hi, I'm Greg, still trapped in this franchise, and today we're diving into Age of Sigmar, a world where gods explode, realms float, and everyone's allergic to shirts. If you're confused, congratulations, you're playing it right. Once upon a time, there was the old world, full of knights, dwarfs, elves, and taxes. Then, it blew up. Sigmar, the big shiny guy with a hammer, grabbed a piece of the world, yeeted himself into space, and said, "Okay, fine, I'll do it myself." Now he lives in Azir, the realm of heaven, spends his days hurling lightning and naming things after himself. He even made Stormcast Eternals, basically immortal golden heroes forged from souls and bad decisions. Stormcast Eternals, golden middle management. They're what happens when you mash a paladin, a thunderstorm, and corporate loyalty. They're reforged every time they die, which sounds nice until you realize they lose pieces of their soul each time. So after a few centuries, they're basically shiny amnesiacs with trust issues. They fight for Sigmar, bring the light, and complain about morale. They're also the only people who think teleporting from lightning bolts is a normal commute. Khorne, blood and HR. You can't have peace without war, and you can't have a fantasy setting without Khorne. He's the god of rage, axes, and cardio. His followers spend 90% of their day screaming, and 10% finding new skulls for the pile. They hate magic, reading, and anyone within axe range. Tzeentch, overthinking bird, god of magic, change, and I meant to do that. His armies are a mess of feathers, fire, and creatures that look like failed origami. They have more spells than friends, and plans so complicated even they don't understand them. Nurgle, rot happens. The jolly god of disease, decay, and bad smells. Imagine Santa Claus, but covered in mold and with a love language of cholera. His followers are disgustingly happy, spreading plague and positivity in equal measure. Their motto? If it itches, it's working. Slaanesh, fabulous terror. God of excess, pleasure, and dramatic poses. Currently imprisoned because the other gods got tired of his live, laugh, lust energy. His followers are fabulous, fast, and terrifying. They'll flay you alive, but you'll look amazing. Nagash, skeleton dad. Ah yes, Nagash, god of death, king of bones, and absolute micromanager. If it's dead, it belongs to him. If it's not dead, he's working on it. He's built an empire of skeletons, ghosts, and spooky accountants called the Ossiarch Boner Reapers, who literally collect taxes in femurs. Nighthaunt, boo taxes. These are Nagash's ghostly enforcers, an army of cursed souls and chain-rattling HR complaints. Every one of them was personally wronged by bureaucracy and now takes it out on you. Ossiarch Boner Reapers, bone economy. They're skeletons with 401ks. They march into your town, demand bones as payment, and if you say no, they take them anyway. Sylvaneth, angry forest. Led by Alarielle the Everqueen, these are your angry forest spirits. They look at a campfire and see a hate crime. They'll strangle you with roots and then compost your remains. Seraphon, space lizards. They're Aztec space lizards who ride dinosaurs and believe reality is optional. Their god, the Slan, is a giant space frog who's been meditating since before calendars. Because, that's totally normal. Caradron overlords, sky capitalism, sky dwarfs, flying ships. More contracts than Khorne has skulls. They worship ether gold. Basically, if Bitcoin was flammable. They're pirates, merchants, and lawyers all rolled into one angry beard. Fire slayers, molten zeal. They're dwarfs who cover themselves in molten runes and body glitter, run into battle shirtless, and scream a lot. They worship Grimnir, who exploded, so they're out collecting his shards like divine Pokemon. Daughters of Cain, elf murder. Worshippers of Cain, god of murder. They're led by Marathi, the original gaslight gatekeep girl boss, who turned into a giant snake and calls it self-care. Gloomspite Gits, mushroom mayhem. Goblins hopped up on fungus juice, worshipping a giant angry moon. Their strategy? Yes, they have squigs, living balls of teeth, fanatics, and no sense of safety regulations. Skaven, science, rats. So many rats, mutant rats, engineer rats, wizard rats, and one holding a warpstone latte. Their entire empire runs on explosions and panic. They've accidentally destroyed the world twice and called it a win. Auruks, wah, the green tide of fists, axes, and enthusiasm. They don't fight for conquest, they fight for cardio. You can't reason with them, you only join or be smashed. and they will absolutely tell you they're having fun. Cities of Sigmar. Rebuild the HOA. Humans, elves, and dwarfs all shoved into one alliance, trying to rebuild civilization between magical apocalypses. Basically, Warhammer, the HOA edition. Ideneth Deepkin. We swear we're not just wet elves. They're elves. They live underwater. They ride sharks. And they steal your souls because that's their whole personality. Lumineth, Realm Lords. Namaste, peasants. Meet the High Elves, but higher. They live in floating mountains, do magic yoga, and worship cows made of light. Soulblight. Gravlords. Eternal night, eternal drama. You like vampires? Great. Now make them extra dramatic, give them skeleton armies, and turn the moon off. These are your classic undead nobles. Forever brooding, forever posing, forever asking. Their leader, Neferata, is a queen of shade. Ogor's Maw tribes. All you can eat, all you can smash. They're huge, hungry, and honestly living their best life. They eat everything. Beasts, enemies, probably the rulebook. They follow the Great Maw, a god that's literally a giant mouth. Their religion is a buffet, and their sermons come with side dishes. Their war cry? If it moves, they'll eat it. Sons of Behemoth. Honey, I crush the realm. They're giants. Just giants. Each model costs a mortgage. Each step is an earthquake. They don't conquer. They just walk places and accidentally win. Their lore is basically dad's asleep, let's wreck stuff. So that's Age of Sigmar, a world of gods, realms, skyships, lizards, and mushrooms that punch back. It's fantasy, rebooted, repackaged, and on fire.